Hello, Venerable.
Hello, Venerable.
Yeah, I want to ask you some question to ask you about how to develop your speaking skill because I saw you are a good speaker.
Yes.
Yeah, good speaker in social media in Cambodia as well. So, Venerable, your idea can you share to all of you here in Facebook or in YouTube to some point that you want to mention about how to develop your speaking skill, Venerable?
Yes, Venerable. So I would not like consider myself as the best speaker yet, but I can speak a little bit and like more better than I used to be. So when it comes to develop your speaking skill, according to my own experience, my personal method that I apply to myself, that I adopt or apply for myself. The first thing that you need to do when you want to develop your speaking skill, you need to be a good listener, which means that you need to listen to every video that was speaking in English. If you want to improve your English skill, you need to listen to everything that was spoken by native speaker or by English speaker, and I can say that when you have become a good listener, the other things that you can do is to speak. Try to speak. Like in this video, you have gained some idea on the video, and after you gain the idea, you need to speak it out. Don't keep it in your mind. Just try to spread it out and demonstrate it to other people. And to develop your speaking skill, it's not really that hard, because my own experience, like I used to do and I used to apply for my practicing, that if you have the desire that really wanted to improve your speaking skill, so the things that you need to focus on at first is to improve your listening skill first. And when you become a good listener, you can also develop your speaking skill after that. Like when you listen to the video, don't try to understand the whole context of the video, but some short things in the video and try to adapt it into your mind, gain the idea and speak it out. For example, if you watch the video talking about how can I develop my speaking skill, especially English speaking skill, so you get some one point that okay, the video was mentioned that I need to become a good speaker. I need to become a good listener. So you can adopt this, or you can gain this idea or apply this idea to your practicing, which means that after getting the idea, you need to spread it out, speak it out of your mind. Don't keep it in your mind. And when you try to speak, don't focus too much about your grammar, like grammar mistake, grammarly mistake, and especially your pronunciation, because we need to know that English is for communicate with other people. When you try to communicate with them and they can't understand you speaking well, so that's the matter of language, because language was great to speak, great to communicate, and grammarly mistake, pronunciation, and especially accent that you're speaking is not that really important. Because what I always encounter about our Cambodian people, when they want to develop the speaking skill, they thought that, oh, at first I need to improve my accent, I need to improve my pronunciation to speak it more better than other people, or like to have the best accent. But that thing is not really important. The most important thing is the structure, the sentence structure that you express yourself. Like how well are you at speaking? Like the way that you speak, the sentence structure that you express is the matter thing. And pronunciation and accents will come later. You don't need to focus much about grammarly mistake and like pronunciation or accents or something. But the most important thing that you need to focus is how well can you communicate with other people, because you need to know that English is not our native language or mother tongue language. It's just our second language. So when you acknowledge that, oh, it's just our second language, you don't need to focus much about grammarly mistake, because even native American people, some of native speaker, especially American, they didn't learn grammar very much from my own experience that my teachers used to told me about that. Like they learned it by speaking. When it comes to grammar, they learn it by spoken grammar. And you don't need to focus much about grammar or pronunciation. And the other things, when you have the ability of speaking, you have to have confidence in yourself. The confidence, the ability that you can express yourself without getting ashamed of your own accent or getting embarrassed about your own accent. And try to practice more and more, because you need to know that the more you practice, the more better you become. But if you don't practice anything, you won't see any result or any improvement. Especially according to my own experience, I've been learning English for more than 10 years, but I just speak English more better or like a little bit fluently in this past year, which means that all of that 10 years, I just use only 2 years or 3 years with practicing, and I kind of getting improved more better than I used to be. And the other thing is, like, if you don't practice or if you don't try to improve yourself by taking action, there will be no improvement. If you want to improve, take action. Take action. Don't just have the idea or theory and like only in your head, in your mind, but you need to take action in order to gain the result or the improvement that you really desire of or really wanted. And the most important thing or the things that I really want to suggest to everyone out there, if you want to improve your or develop your speaking skill, try to speak, be a good listener, try to speak what you have in your mind. Don't get embarrassed or ashamed of your own accent or the way that you're speaking, because language is great for communicate, not great for impressment to other people, like, oh, my accent is better than you, your accent was bad or something. No, don't consider it like that. And practice every day or consistently. Even you use only 1 minute, 2 minutes, 10 minutes of your day every day to practice, like do it consistently without any missing day. When you do it consistently, you will see that if you continue it for 1 year, you will get 37% of improvement. But if you don't get improved by 1% every day, you will get to the worst at the end of the year. So 1% improvement is better than nothing. Take action and do it now. Don't procrastinate or something, or don't get ashamed or embarrassed. You need to be confident in your ability of speaking. Everyone make mistake. You all make mistake, and I make a mistake too. But we can consider it a lesson to learn about, and the lesson that we can continue to improve. So I hope you got what the points that I meant here, and it's kind of a video that I haven't prepared well, so it's just my experience, my own experience, and the things that I can share. And if anything's error occurs, please consider it as my mistake or my error, my fault. And if the things or this speech can benefit you, you can gain it as the lesson that you can learn and to improve yourself also. Thanks for your listening, and I give this opportunity to Venerable Givens to express or conclude the things that I said here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Venerable Wandi. Yes, Wandi. Yes, good idea to see all of you here. You know, all of you gain a lot of idea from Venerable. Yes, good listener, very important. You know, you want to become a good speaker, good listener the first time, and other time practice every day, right?
Yes,
yeah, don't be shy. Other people live around you, and when you talk, you don't care something.
Yes.
But when you develop your speaking every day, every time, you can say fluently.
Yes.
And then you can find mistake by yourself.
Yes.
You can find your mistake, example, some pronunciation. You can check dictionary, up to you that you want. So if you talk about communication, mean that when you communicate with other people, they focus on understand or not.
Yes.
If they understand you, your communication is successful, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's successful. So nowadays, you know, speaking really important for you. But I want to add some more about this. Yeah, talk about reading. You know, yeah, reading. This is the part of develop your speaking as well. If you want to speak with other people a long time, example, some people they study bachelor degree or master. I mean that talk about their knowledge is so high, right?
Yes.
So for you, if you want to speak with them a long time, so don't forget read. You know,
Yes.
yeah, read a book very important for you can say you have a lot of idea. Want to share something, you can speak a long time. You can speak 2 hours, 3 hours, up to you that you want. You know, I mean that read can develop your speaking as well. Yes, thank you so much, Venerable Wandi, for your sharing to all of you here about how to improve your speaking skill. You know, thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah.